2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
From the 41, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some people back and establish the run early.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are on the board first here in the Super Bowl. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Taylor. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Likely. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They go play action with Burrow. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught at the 25. It's a big... for Atlanta, 48 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quay Walker. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Going left side, it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From midfield now, Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
You know that old expression, it's not my night, It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact,
and look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe-Oweh. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, in a tie game, we always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now, it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last two drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
A credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Bryce Hall. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue that full control of this one?
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Ellerson Smith there to make the play defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Ellerson Smith drops it for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to run now.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete to Fryermuth.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try the middle with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.